My name is Willie Lawson of fightbackmedia.com, fightbackmedia.com, fightbackmedia.com. Um, you know, I understand that we have to be aware and that we have to watch out for things and we have to, make sure that, certain things don't slip by us. But apparently, Ford, BMW, and Tesla, and a few others have decided to discontinue AM radio in their vehicles. Now, are some conservatives and Christians thinking that this is an attack on Christian radio and conservative radio, talk radio? Now, we all know that the person that probably saved AM radio was Rush Limbaugh with 20 million plus listeners a day on AM radio. And it was an amazing thing. I myself had a program on AM radio. And a lot of Christian stations are on AM radio. Now, here in our area, the big Christian stations are actually on FM. They're not on AM. And there are a lot of stations who broadcast on AM and FM, amplitude modulation and frequency modulation. There's a difference. And there are sports news channels that operate both on the FM dial and the AM dial. I just saw this, and in me, because I have this superpower to engage my brain and think about things just a little before I go off half-cocked about, oh my God, they're after us again, and spending time, end up looking silly. The truth of the matter is that there are a couple of things at hand here. If you're just broadcasting an AM, well, that kind of sucks. It sounds like crap. People aren't listening to it. People aren't. In the car, I listen to podcasts that I sometimes am able to, hang on a second, let me get, oops, sorry. There you go. Get this for my phone, right? That are attached to my car. I also have Sirius XM, where I listen to whatever I want to. Real jazz most of the time. And on Sunday on the way to church and the way home, we listen to Joel Osteen and whatever, because I can. You can like it or not, but I don't really care what you like. Listen to Joel Osteen on the way home and on the way to church, sort of to make our church day a little longer, which is nice, and get encouraged. And then, on the way home from work, if I'm in that car, I'll listen to Sirius XM, channel 69, Real Jazz, and enjoy that. Enjoy some Coltrane and Parker and Monk and all sorts of people, and really enjoy it. Now, if I want to listen to something about sports talk, I'll find a podcast, or I'll hook up iHeart podcast for my phone. There you go. So this idea, this incredibly, and you're going to hear more about it, ridiculous idea that somehow the car manufacturers are in cahoots with Democrats to get rid of AM radio. And the only reason they want to get rid of AM radio is because the only people who listen to AM radio are conservative Christians. Like, somehow we are not smart enough to, I don't know, switch to FM. Now, a lot of people don't broadcast in FM or dual broadcast, and I don't know why that is. Maybe this is a good thing. Maybe what this does is forces the issue. we've said for years that what Christians have to do is they have to get better, especially technologically. They have to get better. So if you're not broadcasting in FM, then you need to. If you don't have a podcast, or if you're not on satellite radio or something in the car, then you have to. Then you have to upgrade, because the idea is to reach people. And if you're not reaching people, then you're not doing a good job. If you are a sports talk station and you're not reaching people, then you're not doing a good job. If the people are on FM, then your sports talk radio show needs to be on FM. If the people are on podcasts, then you need to have a podcast. Whatever the situation is, you need to do. So listen, keep your powder dry about this issue. Are the Democrats and the car manufacturers in cahoots against Christian and conservative radio? Nah. And if they are, it's the worst cahooting that I've ever seen. The absolute worst. Don't you think? Write your comments in the little thing like you normally do. Anybody have one of these radios? Most of us did. Do you know how to set the presets? Press the thing and hold it. Right? You dial it in. I think that's the volume one. You dial it in, and then you press the button and hold it, and that way you could just press the buttons. Pretty cool, actually. All right, we got to get out of here. Until we see you again, go out there and learn something, love somebody, and for goodness sakes, y'all take care of yourself. We will see you when we see you. Bye-bye now.